So I want to do a video of my solar array here, and this my inverter Sun Gold Power 6,000 watt inverter, and I have three Expert Power batteries that state of charge is right here. It says 83.73%. So the batteries are starting to get charged from this unit right here, and we're going to go into the settings here, and the options. This tells you how many, all the information, and we are gathering 4.12 kilowatts, about 4 kilowatts, which is 4,000 watts of power from the solar panels. You can see it right here, 4.0. It keeps changing, but roughly 4,000. There's 4,000 right there. 4.1 or 4.001. So it changes depending on how much sun is coming in. I know that doesn't pick up very good, but yeah, it's the number right there. 4.1, 4.05, it's 4,000 watts right there at 320 volts. So right now we are not running on the grid. Here's my breakers for my 260 amp breakers. There's supposed to be a bridge between here, but basically we're off grid right now. It's powering the whole house. We're not consuming much either though. So we're going to outside show you the solar array. I got 20 395 watt panels, 20 of them, and you can see my panels. There's 10 panels up on this side of the house, and she's in full sun right now, so it's looking pretty good. I did put a wind turbine up there, and so there's 20 there, 10 panels here. Like I said, they're 395 watt. We're going to go in the back. I'll show you the other. So there is the other 10 panels too. Those are the Renogy, I think they're called. Oh, not Renogy. They're kind of remember. I think they're called Renogy's 395 watt panels there. There's 20 panels total. Hyperions, that's right. The brand name's called Hyperion, not Renogy. Renogy is actually, I think they actually make inverters or something. Hyperions, they're called Hyperions. Hyperion bifacial, which means that they have solar pickups on the bottom too as well, but I'm not using them for the bottoms. I think they'll make up to 420 watts, but they're basically making about a little over 300. I'm sorry, no, they're making 4,000 watts of power right now. But that's including this side. So you got 20 divided by 4,000. It's making 200 watts a panel, right? 300 watts a panel, somewhere around there. You got the idea though. They're pretty good. So anyway, yeah, that's my solar array. Like I said, there's up there's a windmill, but wind turbine, but that thing's not working today. So I'm pretty happy with this unit, with this system here. So anyway, it's a good day out. Not a cloud in the sky. She should be making good power. This system here cost me, the panels were $150 $15 per panel times 20. You're looking at like $2,300 for panels. The inverter cost me, it was a little over $1,000 for the panel, or for the inverter. Yeah, this inverter's was, I did get a special on it. I think it was like $1,100 for this inverter here. And these batteries here, Expert Power batteries, these run about $1,000 a piece. So you got 3,000 there. So roughly, give or take a few $100, say around $6,000 for this whole system. Here's a PV disconnect right here. You got inputs. This is the input side and input side, and then these are outputs. This one, that one, are outputs, and that runs up into the unit. So that thing's working pretty hard right now. She's collecting a lot of solar here. We're gonna go back and look at the solar amount. See, you only got 2% load on one leg, 16% on one leg, and 2% on the other. So very small load on it right now. We'll go back to the array here. Solar array, here it is right here. Still making almost 4,000 watts of energy right now. So that's a good number right there. She's cranking pretty good. That's probably full tilt. 4,000 watts on a 6,000 watt unit. So there's still 2,000 watts of leeway or buffer that you can go higher than that, but this thing's working pretty hard. That's why the fans are running pretty hard. It's got filters. Right here is a filter on this side, and then there's a filter on the other side, and then that hot air comes out the bottom here. And this one has Bluetooth or internet, so you can watch what it's doing. Actually, it is making almost 5,000 watts for a minute there. I just saw 4.9. There it is. It's almost making 5,000 watts right now. 4,980 watts. That's quite a bit. So this also has another thing. This is your computer connects to the one right under here for updating, and then you have a BMS, lithium BMS right here that connects to your batteries. But I actually gave this values, the battery values, so I don't need to connect that. And then it has something for updating. And then this is for a generator right here. This is an auto start generator connection right here. So if you're running a generator, when the batteries get depleted, it will automatically turn on a generator, which is a nice feature for this one. This one's a hybrid inverter. And so as far as feeding the grid, I went with, this is the output wire here. This wire right here is output, and that is a 6-gauge wire, 6-gauge copper, 4 wire. So it's got a ground in there, it's got 2 legs, 2 hot legs, and a neutral. So it's got a red, a black, a white, and then it's got a bare ground that feeds into this panel that feeds my house. And then it does have an input here. This is a 10 gauge, which the input is for if you want to feed grid power to the unit to charge the batteries. I know that's a little confusing, but it's mostly what that's made for. So you actually don't use this very much. If you're not going to use it at all if you're doing off grid, because you won't have any input. So this actually will get eliminated if you do off grid. But that's the only reason you would need this wire right here to charge the batteries. Mostly you need this right here. This is your output that feeds your house. And like I said, I don't have the house turned on at all, so I'm not even running off the grid right now. So, and I believe that's about all I can report right now. It's a nice, finally got it working good. Got all the solar panels up there. Oh, and also, not that it really matters, but this right here is my wind turbine input. So you get 3-phase. It comes in a 3-phase. That's the 3 green wires. And this is actually a rectifier that turns it into 48 volts. But the wind's got to be blowing like crazy to even do anything, so it's not really inputting anything. It's mostly like a trickle thing. More of a novelty, I guess. So, yeah, I guess that's about it. So, yeah, it's going to do pretty good. Like I said, the whole thing cost me about $6,000. And this is a split phase, so it will it feeds power to both legs of the house. It's a smaller unit at 6,000 watts. It will feed both sides of your house, like the L1 and L2. So, and okay, so that's it. Gonna end this video, and I'm pretty happy with this. Thanks to Expert Power and Signature Solar for the panels. And I bought this, I think I bought this on eBay, or I can't remember what company I bought this from, but they sell these everywhere. They run a special on them. So, all right. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my videos. Have a good day.